Right.
That and real estate. So.
Well, real estate is kind of hurting these days.
Yeah. Well, I'm no real estate expert.
Well, I can tell you that my house has gone down by $100,000.
Has it really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my Lord.
You should see what they're selling for in Bowie these days.
Okay. Well, but your taxes haven't gone down equivalently, have you?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
We pay taxes for a lot of dubious things.
Yeah. I actually had a number of clients over the last year or so do these tax protests.
Yeah, and how successful were they?
Not very successful, believe
that's
it or
what
not.
that's what I figured.
You know, I mean, in some cases, I mean, it's you know, houses being valued at double of what comparables are selling for.
Yeah.
And yet they're not getting the reduction.
Prince George's County is not a joyous place in which to live.
No?
No, I think the government is terrible.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, Park and Planning Commission and our tax bill, we pay them $700 a year. $700 just to the Park and Planning. For what? They don't do anything in Bowie anymore except put people at a couple of community centers. That's it.
Is that right?
Yeah, oh, of course, yeah.
Well, I know my folks pay a crazy amount, something like $7,000 or $8,000 in taxes for the same house they've lived in forever.
The country clubber?
Yeah.
Wow.
Forever. Well, also they were out of state for a while. I mean, I think it'll get reduced a little.
Oh, it's got to get reduced. I pay about $3,800 for a three-bedroom colonial.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the country club is nice, but not twice what I'm paying for.
No, that's exactly it.
Oh, they really should protest that. That's bull.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm hearing it from I've heard it a lot.
Yeah.
Lately, and not just here. I mean, everywhere.
And all that tax money, they can't even put out a decent school system. You know, it's terrible. Police are dubious. Thank God we have a Bowie Police Department, or we wouldn't have anything.
How is that going, by the way?
Excellent. Yeah, we've got a good chief and deputy chief. It's local, responds to local concerns. It's there. I used to tell people a scare story, and most people didn't believe it, but there were times in this city of more than 50,000 people where there was not a single county patrol car in the area.
Wow.
You make a call, get an emergency. Well, you'd have to wait for them to come from Glen Arden or from, District Heights or wherever they were. It was not good, and that was the best investment the city ever made.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
How many police officers do you know?
I think there's 70 right now.
Oh, wow.
And they're increasing slowly but surely. And they're building a new city hall.
Yes, I've heard of that.
And actually, they benefited on that. They got a cheap rate of finance. The costs were less. They couldn't, that school was not feasible. The police department is over there in trailers out in the back.
Right.
So,
no, I actually had a discussion with Mayor Robinson on that. Who was very happy with
Fred wants a statue in front of the new city hall.
And I mean, the numbers he told me, I said,
pretty good, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, if half of it is true, it's great.
Yeah, it is.
So, that's unusual.
Well, the city of Bowie is much better run than the county.
Okay.
The county is in debt up to its eyeballs. It's just a financial fiasco, whereas the city is in pretty good shape.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Oh, well. Anyway, what else should we talk about, John?
I would like you to just give me your true vision of what's going to happen to the economy over the next couple of years.
Oh, my.
What your gut feeling? I mean, everybody else operates on gut feelings. You're entitled to do it as well. I see glimmers of hope. We only have 5 minutes left. So
America has always innovated its way out of every problem.
Yeah,
it's had, and they will again. Okay,
I believe that.
Okay, they always have. So, in that regard, very optimistic. I mean, the industries we have today, half of our GNP are from industries that didn't even exist 20 years ago.
That's true.
Years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
So in that regard, it's fabulous. Okay. The bad side is that the baby boomers are.
Well, you're one of them.
I'm one of them, and this getting back to these distributions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first baby boomers are retiring, and this is what they were met with.
Yeah.
Has been this big collapse. So we have big problems in terms of funding our health care for the boomers and their Social Security.
Yeah.
And I just don't see how our country will get in a budget surplus position for.
Do you think Social Security's safe?
Again, safe is a relative word.
Yeah.
You're still going to get paid.
Yeah, but what?
Okay. And when people say the Social Security fund is going to disappear, it means that right now there's more money going in than's going out. At some point, there'll be more money going out than going in. But it's still going to be going out.
It's all you baby boomers.
Right. They'll just borrow more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So that's what's going to happen. We're going to be borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing.
Yeah.
And one of the expressions that that you use that I use is called a widows and orphans investment. The effect is going to be that the United States will have to deflate its currency.
Yeah.
We will have some level of inflation so that we pay back everybody in these cheaper dollars. I just don't know when it'll happen.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen? You know, does that mean the dollar is going to crash now? No.
No, well, it can't.
Yeah. But 30 years from now, will it be?
I won't worry
less?
about it in 30 years.
I know. But,
you might.
but you should. You should. Well, actually, maybe you shouldn't if you're elsewhere. But I just don't see how we are not going to have a long-term inflation in this country, devaluation of the dollar, because we are going to pay for health care and we are going to pay for Social Security. We are going to have these things.
Yeah.
But
are you in favor of the revamping of the health care system?
I don't think it solves the problem.
No.
What they're doing is not solving it. But it's a double-edged sword.
Well, everybody seems to be doing his own things. I don't see any coherency in anything.
It doesn't, for simplicity, 18% of our economy is healthcare.
Yeah.
If we solved it, let's say we had, boom, magic, and we solved it, and we were at a 10%, like, some of the other industrialized nations.
Yeah, Britain's 8%.
Okay, well, let's say 8%. What would you do with that 8% that you'd have the worst depression in the history of our country?
Yeah.
Because you would have unemployment go up to 15, 16, 17, 18%.
Yeah.
The world would come to an end. So they can't solve it even if they wanted to.
Yeah.
If there was a magic bullet, they would not solve it.
Certainly not overnight.
Not overnight. So it has to be, whatever you do is gradual. And so I'm actually in favor of them doing something.
Yeah. Well, they have to do something.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Because then they can
these
tweak it.
Pharmaceutical companies and these huge hospital health organizations are just over the top. The pharmaceutical industry is just the price.
I don't like their ads.
Oh, I'm afraid to take anything.
I don't like their ads. I can tell you that.
And one of the causes in rare cases may be death.
Right. So, but I think I do think, obviously, they serve a public good. I mean, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, I like generics. Everything I'm taking right now is generic.
It's generic.
Yes.
Okay.
El Cheapo.
Okay.
El Cheapo.
So, but no, I am in favor of them doing something, even if it's not the right thing.
Right.
Because it will get us in the mindset of moving to the right answer.
Absolutely. We couldn't go on the way we were going on.
Right. That was a death spiral.
Yeah. And I got a kick out of the joke that came out the other day is that President Obama is in China visiting our money.
That's pretty good.
Well, we are about to wrap.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
I had a great time. Got a lot of information, I think. I'll have to go to financialtales.com and brush up on everything. And I really appreciate your offering your expertise to the people of Bowie for no fee.
I appreciate it.
No fee.
No fee. And my website's free too.
And to our viewers, thank you very much. This has been a longer show than usual, but as you can see, there was a lot to be said, a lot of information to be passed on.
One more thing before we go.
Sure.
We've published a paper on this.
Yeah.
That you can, anyone who's interested can contact me at Financial Tales.
Okay.
And I'll send it to them.
Oh, great.
Much more detail.
That's www.financialtales.com. See you next week.